EPCs and how do they affect you as a UK landlord with your buy-to-let properties? Well, great question, and that is one that our panel members will answer in this video. The first question is from Daria, who's basically said about EPCs. Talk about buying a buy-to-let property through an estate agent, but they said, well, you can't because it's got a EPC rating of an E. Now, what are those issues and how do we get around those? And I think to start us off with this great program, I think it's fair to go to Simon first and then over to Teresa, because there's two different insights here. There's one for mortgages, clearly, and there's legislation as well that we need to understand. So take it away, Simon.
Wow, I cannot believe how ill-informed this estate agent is. Whilst, yes, technically you can't rent it out, which does make it technically, in the very strictest sense, unmortgageable. But there are products out there that will allow you to buy this property, carry out the work, and immediately flip it into a buy-to-let product on the back, because lenders are starting to understand that this is a bit of an issue, which isn't a super duper hard thing to fix. There's a fair bit of work you've got to do. So chances are you'll have to do loft insulation, floor insulation, condensing boiler, windows if it hasn't got UPVC windows, or if it's a listed building, another type of solution. But yeah, and maybe a couple of other bits, but generally that's all you need in order to get to a C grade. But actually all you need is a an E or better. Wow, what an opportunity, because that will be below market value, because they'll be thinking they're attracting in cash only buyers. So you could romp in with a product which only requires a 25% deposit and bag yourself a below market value BMV bargain. Over to you, Teresa.
All right, yes, I'll give my 2 pennies worth on legislation. So yes, from 2020, landlords can't let out properties that are rated below E rating. So it's not lawful to do that. So unless you can get an exemption on that property, so there are some exemptions that you can register for, so you can look into that. It needs to be E and above, and the government aren't stopping there, because with the minimum energy efficiency standards, they're looking to raise that as well. So it's worth bearing that in mind with any properties that you have or you're going to invest in. So the plan is that by 2025, new tenancies will have to be energy efficient to that C and above rating. We are looking, there is actually a huge event going on in Glasgow at the moment called COP26. So we've got a vast amount of leaders from around the world talking about energy efficiency. So we should get some more information on how this is going to apply to the rental sector specifically, and also if there's going to be any sort of grant funding for landlords to meet those new energy efficiency requirements. But yeah, please do bear that in mind, folks.
I wonder who's going to be policing that event. Hey, over to Simon. You had your hand up. I'll go over to
yeah. Sorry, I have a further point to add. Obviously, through the little update that I did, there are discounts now coming through on mortgages. So that if you spend out money making your property more energy efficient, you can then make some of the cost savings back in terms of lower mortgage rates. But also, we're also starting to see that you can rent the property out, have less voids, and/or achieve slightly higher rents by making your property more energy efficient. So, there are great incentives all around to do it. Absolutely.
Ross, would you like to give your pennies worth? Because I know on the WhatsApp chat you had some good pointers. So why don't you share some of the insights about how someone can easily upgrade their EPC standards?
Yeah, I think Simon's already touched on a few, but the one thing I would add to that is you're not talking to change condensing boilers, insulation in lofts, etc., etc. That's running into a few £1,000s. So go get some quotes, take it to the estate agent, negotiate. It's real money. If you've got some quotes in your hand, you can't really argue.
Over to you, Paul.
Obviously, the thing I'll add is if you're a landlord, which obviously you will be if you're looking to do a buy-to-let, come and join LMPG and you will start making significant savings, not only on your EPC related products, but on your kitchens and bathrooms. So check out the Worcester boilers and Baxi boilers, which they're the I believe they're the top 2 best-selling boilers in the country, and we are able to provide both of those at very good discounts. So don't forget LMPG. So thank you.